Hey, what's up, guys? And it's great to be back with you again. Let's just jump straight on into this and see what we have coming up here on Tecmo Super Bowl. And I can't remember if I've got a home game or a road game, but I have another one of these sort of 8-bit DOE Super Nintendo style controllers in case this winds up being a road game. So I've got this set up. Now look at that. This is another home game. When do we have our next road game? We've had, it's week 12. Then 13's on the road, 14's on the road, 15's on the road. So it's going to be really rough for us. We have nothing but road games up until the basically last game of the season. So we've had our fun already, and now we get to pay for it. Let's see what we can do here against Texas Tech. This is a game that we didn't play well in real life, so we'll see how this one works. And you'll notice I didn't make any sort of changes. I'm not even sure who our starting running back is, so we're about to find out, I think, the hard way. Alright, someone was telling me to go down to one of the sides down here, so that's what we'll do. And we get caught up in the block anyway. Alright, let's see what we can do here. There we go. So I really do, I know I've said this many times before, I really do like the way that this ROM is set up, because it feels like it's a lot easier on defense to make the adjustments you need to in case you get beaten or whatever. When I was playing, like, you know, with Ottawa and Tecmo Grey Cup, it was a little bit different. It was a lot harder to, you know, make sure that we could do what we needed to do on defense. So we've got them punting already. Anyway, after all of the hoopla today and the video about Tecmo Super Bowl potentially being the best NES game of all time, I feel like the pressure is really on to try to put on a good performance and, you know, put my money where my mouth is. All right, we do have Emoa in there. That's what we wanted to see. I was thinking about this earlier today, and I thought, you know, it's probably Emoa is probably the guy that we want to keep in here, at least for the time being. And then I need to call running plays. I just called the passing play. That's the wrong A button. Doesn't really matter though, because Bear can throw these guys off of him and can get the first down. So this is the play I wanted with the A button, not the B button. I'm not sure I want this play now. All right, let's try this one. Texas Tech is that great defense. All right, we probably do need to pass since it's 3rd and 20 and all. And we don't really want to cheer for this guy since he's, I think he's still incarcerated. That's something I wasn't expecting to say about a BYU player, but, you know, stuff happens, man. All right, let's see if we can get Emoa to do it again, huh? It's kind of hard to see where everybody is with everything flashing and all that stuff. We could have gone for it and probably would have made it. Maybe would have made it. I think that we're going to take the points. After being scolded a little bit in the comment section the other day for not taking the points and for going for it on 4th and short, like right in front of the goal, I think we're going to try to avoid having that happen again. We'll rely on our defense, I think, this time around. By the way, I think, did BYU ever score a touchdown against Texas Tech in the 2 games last season? I don't think that we did. So I think that we've already outscored BYU in real life against this team, which is pretty good. I don't know. You guys can go look that up. It was a long season. I've forgotten everything already. Not bad, huh? Tell you, if this had been the Big 12 championship game, it would have been a lot more entertaining. That's the other big question, right, in college football, which is what's going to happen to these championship games? Are they going to stick around? Or are we going to see conferences eventually like shrink and stuff like that? I think I mentioned this in the last football video. Maybe it was a football video when I was talking about this. I don't know. I do a lot of sort of yapping. But the thing is, the problem that you have is that you have to have teams to play against if you're going to have a league. You can't like go and take a whole bunch of teams and just kick them out because you don't like them, right? Now, you could do sort of like one of those relegation promotion type things, which I honestly think would probably work pretty well in college football. But, you know, if you're going to do that, you really, really have to commit to doing it. And you have to get this set up right. And you have to, like, let people know you're doing this and stuff like that. Like, the problem with, you know, having a system sort of like what they have now is that you end up with these endless debates about, well, was this team better than that team and all this other stuff. I'm not sure I want to pass again. Of course, we kind of have to now, don't we? I think I'll stay back here. They guessed right, but we got the pass off. We're not going to make it, though. We might as well go for it, because, like, we could punt. It's going to go into the end zone no matter what, so we might as well take a shot. Don't you love that logic? And then we complete the pass and over to the jailbird, the ladies' man. I'm sure we can come up with all sorts of funny things to call Parker Kingston here in the comment section, huh? All right. See if we can get Imoa to punch it through. See, the reason why I like Imoa is because when he gets in one of those grappling matches with the other guys, he wins it all the time. So that makes it 9-0. And there's number 10. 10-0. Oh, shoot. That is not what I wanted to do. It's all good. All right, let's look for this one. Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go higher than he really went, so I was out of position. They got their blocker in. I didn't know that they had one of these direct snaps. I haven't been paying close enough attention. Yeah, they do. That's that down and A. Well, they're looking to get on the board. Let's see if we can stop them. Yeah, I just realized I did that whole video about this game and didn't mention even once the cheerleaders. I feel like I'm failing the team. That's the best part of the game. Oh no, it was that play again. I thought they were going to pass. Oh man, that's a mistake on my part. Boy, they really confused me there. So that's that designed. Is that a designed quarterback run or is it a direct snap? I'm not quite sure, but whichever one it is, it doesn't matter. It definitely fooled me, and so we probably could have stopped him if I had like stayed back on that a little bit. I thought for sure they were going to try to pass, and I was going to cut him off. All right, 23 seconds left. Let's just take a chance. There, how you like that, huh? Let's do it again. Chase Roberts, but it's just a little bit too far away for him. So we have the 10-7 lead going into the half. 148 yards for us. They only have 66. And so we're doing all right. 80% completion for Bachmeier. We're not going to probably pass too much with him. We might put LJ Martin back in the second half. All right. Yeah, let's do a little change here and see what happens. You know, what you can do actually is you can put Imoa in as a wide receiver. I don't know why we would want to do that, but we could if we wanted. We might do that here if things get a little bit strange. Actually, we might put Martin in as a wide receiver. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That one also went nowhere. All right, well, we're going to have to punt. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll stick him in as a wideout and just see what happens. Boy, that's really weird. The guy that the computer was controlling ran right past me. I mean, it was kind of bizarre, but anyway, whatever. Alright, well that didn't work. Let's try something else here. That really didn't work. That was sort of a blitz that I wasn't expecting. I thought that we were going to have a normal pass rush on that, and that caught me by surprise. Oh man, LJ Martin just barely misses that one. I mean, there's not much we can do. So we got the good field position, squandered it, and this is going to be a touchback, I think. Yeah, this is a touchback by far. Like I mentioned in the video earlier, the one big bug with this game is that it's almost always a touchback when you punt it, unless you're punting from like, you know, your own 20 or something like that. See, we saw that play a lot back in the Ottawa Red Black save. The difference here is that we have a defense that can actually, like, you know, stop that play. Whereas with that one, as soon as they got past us, there's no way we'd ever catch up. I was watching little clips of that when I was making that video today, and see, we're gonna play here, and we're gonna look for the run, and they didn't do it. Yeah, I was watching little video clips of that Ottawa series, and man, it was a lot harder than I thought. I mean, even after playing this game a lot more now, playing it at difficult levels and stuff, that was rough. That was really rough. All right, 10-10. Let's try to score again. All right. I was going to flip that one out, and I ended up running forward anyway, so all right. This is that trick of this game, which is trying to, you know, avoid the guy who's about to sack you at the same time that you're looking downfield. Well, that was a really poor attempt at receiving the ball. Anyway, this is going to be an unusual 3-and-out sequence for us, assuming that we don't get this. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't run into his hands, huh? Oh, geez, look at this. Yeah. We've had a hard time here getting anything to happen offensively. We're in another one of those situations where, like, yeah, we can punt. It's not going to hurt us too much, though, to go for it. It's a bad pass. I could tell that was a bad pass. I had, like, an idea of where the receiver was, and as soon as I saw that he was going to throw that far down, I thought, yeah, this is a problem. I guess that was a design screen pass or something. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. They had a guy open downfield. This guy, though, Dickey, has been a crazy runner for him. So that's what that is. I see. That's that screen pass to Dickey whenever he's covered. That's what's going on. Yeah, we're going to lose this game. We were doing so well for so long. But, yeah, there's just no way. There's just no way we can't tackle this guy. Anyway, yeah, this particular challenge, it's been challenging. It's not quite as difficult as the Ottawa Red Blacks challenge was. That was hard. This one is kind of up there, but it's not that bad. I do like the overall balance of this ROM. I think it's better than that 1958 one that we played earlier where, man, where's that pass? Where's that pass, Bear? I think it's better than that one because that one it was like you either had like a really easy opponent or a really, really tough one. Here I feel like all of the teams have had like, you know, they've been tough in like their own way. But it's pretty clear to me that there are teams that are just better than us no matter what we do. Yeah, we've just got to pass our way upfield. There's no other way for us to do this. Oh no. It was actually the wrong order, so it showed it going through the defender first, but the defender was behind him. LJ Martin probably has a really, really poor receiving rating. I think that's why he can't catch a pass. Anyway, this is basically it. Oh man, that's the ball game. We came that close. So we lose again here. 206 yards passing, only 16 yards rushing. They were all over Emoa, and as you saw, LJ Martin didn't really do a great job. So we had better rushing stats at halftime, and then we kind of gave it up. 43% completion percentage for Backmeyer for 206 yards, and it sort of is what it is. And of course, the evil man had 93 yards receiving. So there you have it. And this is not what I was planning on doing. I think I hit the wrong button. I'm not sure where this is going to have us wind up there. So it had us wind up at the end of the week. And we'll do auto skip to week 12. And now we'll do this. So it didn't force us to like watch more of the game or whatever. I can't remember what happens in this game if you do the auto skip wrong. But we were just about to find out there. So I will say this in our defense, the schedule got really, really rough for us. I mean, Indiana and Michigan were definitely difficult teams for us to play. And then Texas Tech is, I think, undeniably a better team than we are. So anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll have to check and see. I think we're against Iowa State. Yeah, ISU. So take a look here at the standings again. We are 3-3. We're actually a little bit behind Utah now, so we kind of need a victory. Texas Tech is 4-3, so they've also had their struggles from time to time. It's pretty well balanced. Ohio State's now 6-1, tied with Oregon, and Indiana's lost as well. They're 6-1, so interesting to see that. Oklahoma's at the top there, 5-2. What happened to Georgia here? 1-6, and then it's Ole Miss is 6-1, along with Texas A&M. Don't know what happened to Alabama. Over here, it's Miami and Georgia Tech with 4-3 records. And then you have Notre Dame, of course, 7-0. So I don't know. Maybe the person who made this is a Notre Dame fan. I don't know. We'll have to find out as this goes along. So anyway, there you have it. It wasn't exactly the result that we wanted, but it's the result probably that we deserve. So it was a close game, though, and it was a lot of fun to play. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.